years do I have to live on this side of the earth, this side of heaven? And what am I going to do with the last years of my life? Because looking back over the years, I wasted a lot of time. And I could have done things a lot different, but I did everything that I was supposed to do up under my sun. Been there, done that, did that. But I look at the black youth. I look at black Americans. I look at black women. I look at black men. I look at black families. I look at black issues. I look at black politics. I look at black health. I look at the black people that's in these the medical field. I've been looking at a lot of things. And I tell you, one great thing that I appreciate coming up in this world is having black conscious parents. My mother was very self-conscious as far as being a black woman and what blackness was about, black excellence. My father, although he was a Rolling Stone and he had lots of children, but he did not play the radio. He knew that he was a black man in a white man's world, and he carried himself like a black man with pride. My uncles, very beautiful black men. So I come from a family of black excellence. I don't care what nobody say. And we're black and we're proud. You know, we would be considered the uppity Negroes coming up. But just thinking about my life and what I've been through, I'm gonna say the last, my mom been deceased 37 years. 37 years. So that takes me to the age of 12, turning 13. Right? Now, when you're a child, when you're a teenager, and you're living under the roof or the power, what word I want to say? When you're living under the authority of an adult, you're not responsible for, you know, things that happen in your youth that adults are responsible for, like paying bills, you know, making sure you eat, clean clothes. That's for an adult to take care of. But as children, we are responsible for the choices that we make. Even a 2-year-old know when they're doing something wrong. Even the dog know when they're doing something wrong. So, you know, life is about choices. Now, I could have been still in the bed, chilling, but I know I'm dissatisfied with the body that I chose to create as far as gaining all that weight back. So I know what I have to do to lose this weight, which is to work out, make the food health choices, get rid of all the stress that's in my life. Not manage stress, but get rid of it, because you manage heart disease. Once you have it, you can't get rid of heart disease, because once your heart is fucked up, it's fucked up. So I'm going somewhere with this. So I'm listening to Instagram, and it's this white female doctor that came and said that she did a class, a 6-week class about I think it was dealing with stress. I shared it on my page. And she realized, she thought she was going to a class to decrease, you know, teach about yoga and meditation. But the teacher spent 6 weeks telling her about being poor and a minority, aka a black person. You at risk for heart disease, all this kind of because of stress. Black folks, we cannot change YT people. We can only change ourselves. That's it. When you are faced with situations in life, you have to boldly, confidently take charge of the situation. The only thing you can change is yourself, and once you change, trust me, that situation will change. Right? Now, we can't get rid of being black. So what can we do to make this life more livable, more enjoyable? We can get up. We can choose different from yesterday. We can accept the things we cannot change and change the things that we can. We can start eating healthier, getting into the gym, confronting situations, confrontations head on but differently. We can work on our emotional intelligence. If your man or your woman not treating you right, leave. Oh, but I got these kids and I don't know where I'm going. What you're doing right now ain't working. And this for somebody. If it's not just for my damn self. Like I say, I'm talking to myself. Miko, if you don't like the life you're living, change it. You don't like the job that you go to, that them white folks and them undercover coconuts, aka Oreo, black folks, black on the outside, white on the inside. If you don't like it, change it. But I'm so close to home and I want to sleep in my bed every night and I want to do this. Change it. See, because when you go to work, that's your blood pressure up. That's your stress cortisol levels up. That's your adrenaline gland hormones going up. That's your blood pressure out of whack. Not theirs, yours. You know high blood pressure is the silent damn killer? It's the silent killer of black women. Black people, period. By the time you realize you in heart disease, high blood pressure, you fucked. You already at the fucking goddamn on dialysis, in stage renal failure. You already in CHF. So change it. You don't like the way your body look in the mirror and you find this wine, change it. You know you can't eat them crab legs, that's salty seafood. You know you can't be eating all them hamburgers and french fries and drinking all that soda. You got to change it. Once you stop giving your body what it don't need and giving it what it need and desire that's healthy for it, it will change. I don't see how people think they can get around exercising. Everybody going for this quick fix weight loss shot. And yes, I'm talking, I had gastric sleeve 2012, and guess what? And it's still big. So this has to change. As a man think in his mind, in his heart, so is he. It was years of my life that I thought I could never lose weight because I used to be a big bitch. I'm talking about, my highest weight was 286. I looked like the Michelin fucking man when I was in nursing school. I was a big motherfucker. I was huge. Now when I work out, I see, I still got my little bat wings, but it ain't like like the goddamn bent back turkey wings. I thank God that, and I'm not, this ain't a diss to nobody, but goddamn, my body could have been way worse. Like stomach hanging down to my big toe, flat ass, titties down to my kneecaps, big flabby ass arms. I don't have to deal with that. So when I work out, I'm very thankful that I don't have that to deal with, because that's a mental fucking fuck in itself. You look at your body in the mirror like, God damn, I'm gonna lose this weight. I'm big as, you done tore your body down. Obesity deals with a lot of abuse. Somebody been sexually abused, somebody been physically abused, emotionally abused. That's abuse. You're imploding from the inside out. So people, oh, you fat because, it ain't, all people ain't fat because what they eat. It could be genetics. It could well be genetics. But I'm telling you, a lot of these people that's eating their pain away, that's drinking their pain away, that's sleeping their pain away, that's a form of depression. Depression. Just break it down. Depress. When you press something, just think about making a hamburger. You got to tear it up and press it down and form it to how you want it. Depression. If you got to go and have a conversation with the person that hurt you in your life, your mom, and if she dead, go to that fucking cemetery. If she ain't in the cemetery, write a letter. Or just do what I'm doing, talk. Man, this world is hurting really bad. This world is hurting and it's getting worse. Instead of us going within and finding ourselves, we looking for ourselves in the outward world. That every time we reach outside ourselves, we gonna always come back empty. I had a chance to talk to my father on several occasions. Good talks, bad talks, cuss out. But he passed away this year, May 3rd, of an alleged heart attack. So I've said what I said. He said what he said to me. And when he passed away, we were not on speaking terms. We're not. And you know what? I got to be okay with that. I can't allow what he did the last 49 years of my life, from conception to the day he died, continue to rock my fucking foundation. It's okay to tear up that fucking foundation and build again. Sometimes what's the saying? Henry Ford. Failure is the only opportunity to begin again, only this time more wisely. I was a person that didn't like, but because I'm working with wisdom and knowledge and OJT, I understand that failure is just learned lessons, right? So if I realize 2 plus 2 is not 5, but 2 plus 2 is 4, and when I take the test again and I put down the right answer, then I pass the test. I'm not perfect. I don't claim to be perfect, but I'm perfectly made. My goal is, my desire is, my focus now is to live the best life the rest of my life. Oh, you always running from your problem. I ain't running from my problem. That's just something I ain't gonna deal with no more. I'm not gonna tolerate that no more. If a man don't like me or a woman don't like me, whoop de motherfucking do. Hell, I ain't made for everybody. And we got to get to a point in our life to realize that you ain't gonna be everybody cup of motherfucking tea. And that's okay. It's okay. It's just like the tides, ebbs and flow. They come in and they go out. I just don't want to get to the end of my life. And we don't know when our day coming, when our last day here on earth, or you on your deathbed and you with that woulda, coulda, shoulda, I wish I woulda. Mm-mm. Can you imagine living a life and you already carrying physical weight? You already weighted down physically because you done ate your motherfucking worries, your curds away. You done spent all your life eating your fucking pain with food and alcohol and drugs. I was working out today to rich homie Quan, and I don't know this man from Adam and Eve. Jack and Jill went up a motherfucking hill, but I do know that man had a drug problem. I do know he died at a young age. What was the demons this young man was battling? Let's talk about my demons. As a child, that I can remember, my first molestation happened at Jordan Park Head Start by the janitor. He was a black man, probably in his 20s, and his face, remember I'm gonna tell you the guy that he remind me of, the episode of, and I'm seeing it in my mind. I'm literally seeing his face, but the face I'm seeing, he looked like the young man that played in on the Jeffersons. He was the clumsy young man. He was trying to get a job at the cleaners. The goofy young dude, black skinny dude. Can't think of his name. And his father, thank you, Spirit. His father was the dad from 227, right? In that Jefferson episode. The man that first touched me as a little child, so I had to be about 4 or 5. And I remember him taking me up those colorful wood brick stairs in our preschool here in St. Petersburg, Florida. And we didn't, it was only like a few teachers that had classes upstairs. And Miss Rackett had a class up there and another teacher, I can't think of her name. But I remember him laying me on that bathroom floor, the smell, and he had on a black leather jacket. And I can remember he was just grinding on top of me. He didn't like finger me or nothing like that, but he was grinding so I can hear the crickling of his leather jacket. So growing up, I used to be afraid of leather jackets and leather gloves. I mean, I was definitely afraid. I take off running. And I remember we were staying at 278 Jordan Park, and one of my mom friends, my mama and my Uncle Ricky friend, Leonard, he had on some black gloves and he was coming, and I took off hollering, but nobody understood why I was that way. So that's one of my demons. Then I was molested by a family member. He's no longer here, BJ. And the sad part about it, my aunt who's here, 80 years old. See, this is what we don't want to talk about because we don't want to air out family secrets. Oh, That's my mama, that's your auntie, this and that. But hell, what about my pain? What about what I went through? Oh, now you trying to hurt her. If that's what you call it, I'm just trying to set my motherfucking self free. I'm just trying to release these goddamn demons that's eating me up. Had me drinking, had me depressed, had me eating my motherfucking goddamn, curds away. Had me living in shame. Had me angry with the world. Nobody thought about that. When I was going through this, well, you 50, that happened when you was a teenager. I'm still that same woman. I'm still that same little girl. Only thing, I'm just 50. I'm not 12 anymore. I'm not 5 anymore. But I'm that same still Miko. And that's why a lot of us going through what we going through, because we don't sit down and release this shit. So, my cousin BJ. Now, granted, he probably was molested. And it's highly likely, because there was a lot of shit that went on in my Auntie Loretta house in St. Petersburg, Florida. A lot of us come from what goes on in my house stays in my house. I pay the cost to be the boss. What I say go, shut up or get the fuck out. A lot of us went through that. But my cousin was molesting or touching children in the neighborhood. Let's keep it 100. And my Auntie Loretta knew about it. And I used to be mad with myself, because had I told my mom and my Uncle Ricky, they would have got in that nigga ass. Because I'm telling you, they ain't play that shit. We got to teach our children, we don't keep family secrets like that. We having a birthday party there, that's a secret to keep. A motherfucker touch you, and they say, oh, well, I'm going to kill you or kill your mama. No, the fuck you ain't. Because that's what I told my, if I'm not talking about they going to kill me, my mama said she going to kill your ass and come tell me, because we fucking their ass up. That's something that I have zero tolerance with, touching children. Because people that are molested turn around and then they do the same motherfucking goddamn thing. They touch children. Not all of them, but majority of them. And then a lot of them turn homosexuals. Ask a lot of these gay people why they gay. Because somebody got touched. And I don't mean motherfucking Omarion. I'm talking about somebody literally got molested, got touched, got felt on by a grown ass motherfucking person or another child, and was afraid to tell. And trust me, them molesters know what they doing. They know what they doing. So my aunt never did anything. I can go around there right now and have a conversation. And I bet you she'll turn on that motherfucking amnesia button, dementia, pre-dementia button. I don't remember. I don't recall. Oh, Tamiko. Or maybe she'll say, I don't want to talk about that shit. But again, this is my catharsis. This is what I do to heal. This is what I need. I ain't trying to hurt nobody. But what about me? What about my healing? And then losing my mother at 12. My mama was 34. My mama was battling her own demons. Now, back then in the 60s, my mom was born in 1953, August the 29th, 1953. So, they grew up in the party era, the 70s, the 60s, the 70s, the 80s. So you had the cocaine. My uncle used to be the weed man, and he probably sold some coke. They snorted coke. They smoked crack. I had one aunt that died in 74 at 31, I believe. Ish, in her 30s. She was addicted to heroin, My mom's mother, she died from congestive marked cardiomegaly, congestive heart failure at 43 in 1970, born in 1927, August the 25th. My uncle was diagnosed with lupus, autoimmune disease. At age 19, the doctor told him, I doubt if you make it to your 40th birthday, you got a heartbeat of a 70-year-old man. At 19, my Uncle Ricky died February the 13th, 1996, a month before his 40th fucking birthday. But he used to always talk, that doctor told me, and it just, words manifest. How to heal the new self. What not to do. Just sit thinking, this life for me. You've been molested, deal with it. Motherfucking deal with it. I don't know if y'all seen that young lady in the grocery store. She rented to her uncle. You ain't got to forgive a motherfucker. I forgive you. You cannot forgive if you sitting there motherfucking crying. But to each his own. I would have cussed his ass out, made a motherfucking scene, got all that. That's why exercising and boxing and lifting weights and doing karate, letting out that pent up adrenaline, instead of always fucking looking for that euphoria, drinking and smoking and fucking and drinking and smoking. If she would have just told that motherfucker, what you did to me, Uncle Joe was wrong, you fucked up, you foul, this and that, I hope you right in hell. Now, it probably would have made it feel a little better. But you sitting there, oh, I forget. Man, that religion fucked a lot of us up. That man, you think that man think about it, he go to his bed all upset because he touched her damn near her whole fucking life? Huh. Some shit just gotta be said. Some shit need to be exposed. You sitting there, you're in an abusive relationship, call the motherfucking police on that goddamn nigga. Get that motherfucking nigga out your house and go about your business. Because guess what? When he kill your ass, he gonna find the next goddamn victim. Why are you still trying to fight the other woman about this no good ass nigga who don't want to pay bills, who don't want to take care of the kids, who don't want to help around the house? Get out! But we sit here and we let motherfuckers just take our life and write their story with our fucking life, and then you left holding the motherfucking sad bags while they gone minding their own motherfucking business. A lot of us multimillionaires if we just tell our stories. You think you the only one. I know I ain't the only one that been molested by family members. Having family members protect other family members. Keeping motherfucking no good ass secrets that causes damages, and you wonder why a motherfucker got to take a perk to get up and a perk to go to bed. Fucking this nigga, that nigga. Now you done you so fucked out with niggas. Now you're licking and lapping on fucking women, sucking titties. It's just ridiculous. Cause you're lost. You need to be found. What my boy Papa Duck say? In order to be found, you must first be lost. But if you don't have a missing motherfucking Miko sign up, a bitch ain't finna come look for you. Especially the motherfucker who don't give a fuck about you. You really think a motherfucker came and looked for Miko? When I was lost in the motherfucking sauce, a bitch never came and looked for me. Let me just think. Because I don't want to misconstrue no shit. When I was lost, Who came to find me? Who really came and sought me out? Huh. I hear Keith Sweat say, nobody. You got to save your fucking self. I am the one I've been looking for. I thank God. I thank my ancestors. I thank anybody and everybody that who listen, that who gonna boss up from this shit. If you don't find your motherfucking self, a bitch ain't gonna come look for you. They're not. And I got tears in my eyes. Like, damn, had I not really, your rock bottom is not always like down and out in fucking Beverly Hills, homeless, addicted to drugs, sucking dick in the middle of the street, in the middle of traffic at the green light, prostituting. Everybody rock bottoms is different. My rock bottom, I can't get no goddamn job here in St. Petersburg, Florida, because I want to advocate for black pregnant women down at the hospital here in St. Petersburg, Florida, Orlando Health Baby Place. And all them people came together to get rid of my ass up out of there. And then they blackballed me for something that I know I did the right thing. So guess what? I just got to suffer the consequences. I can take it with a grain of salt, or I can let that shit destroy me, or I can make me better. That was number 5 under my ass, because God, the universe, got more for me than to being up in the bitch hospital. I need to be able to run this La Boca. Say what the fuck I want to say, how I want to say it, when I want to say it. To help save black women, because we are 3 to 4 times more likely to die up in these hospitals that's ran by YT women. That's why we dying. But nobody want to talk about that. But back to the molestation. A lot of us need to confront our molesters. I got to confront mine via letter. Yep. I remember I was living in New York, Far Rockaway, Beach 80th Street, Far Rockaway. And I was listening to an old sermon by Jamal Bryant, I Hope You Fail. It's still on YouTube, so y'all look at that sermon, I Hope You Fail. He talked about Anita Baker. He talked about Lauryn Hill. I ain't going to go into it, but look at it. And I end up writing my cousin BJ. Now, I had told his brother Mike Britt. Now, this is my auntie Carolyn, 2 sons. This is my grandmother Amelia, oldest daughter, her first child that she had at 14, 15, because you know back in the day, soon as them girls got them periods, them grandparents or them parents married them off to old ass fucking men. Because her first child father, James Britt, from Tampa, them Brits, Britt, his name was James Britt. He was 55. And my grandma was from Crystal River, Florida. Crystal River. So if y'all know my peoples, I'm looking for them. So yeah. My grandma, 1927, she had her first child in 1943, April the 13th, 1943. You do the math. And just notice the times that they're living in. But anyway, so I wrote the letter to my cousin BJ. I told him how I wish I would have told. I rode around with Louisville Slugger aluminum bat in my car because I found out he had touched my sister. And I found this out when I was about 7 or 8 months pregnant. So this was in 1997. I was like 23 years old. Now I'm pregnant with a daughter. I got all this guilt because now my baby sister is acting out. She's 43 now. She's acting out. She's doing things. So when I finally talked to her on the phone, and I say, you been molested? And she got quiet. That's a yes. So I started naming people who I know didn't touch her because I was saving the best for last. Was it Uncle Ricky? No. Was it Uncle Boogie? No. Was it Mike? No. Was it BJ? Silence. So that's a yes. When I tell you I went over to my Auntie Loretta's house, I cussed her motherfucking ass out. And BJ, I think he had to move to Philadelphia by then. It's gonna get good now. So I couldn't get a hold of his ass, but I didn't know he was gone.
You've got mail.
I'm riding around. With aluminum bat in my car because I was gonna. When I saw him, I said out to myself, if your son came to you and his son John Tez, if your son was to come to you and tell you that so and so molested him, what would you do? And wherever he say he will swing with it, what would you do with this bat? Where would you hit him? Wherever he said he was gonna swing and hit him, that's where the fuck I was gonna wear his ass out with that bat. But I was more mad with myself because had I told on his ass when I was a jicky shouting, my sister would have never went through that. So that's something that bothered me for a long time because she didn't have to go through that. And then when my mama died, my auntie got this fucking Chester the motherfucking molester still in the goddamn house. And knowing good and hell well, he was supposed to be in the house. Because when I found out about my baby sister in 97, I go down there to St. Petersburg Police Department and try to file a fucking charge on his ass. Why the lady bring out this old motherfucking goddamn picture and this brown folder with how he molested the little boy across the street. Family members wouldn't even leave their kids. Just so back to the letter. So I wrote him a letter saying that that's why I was looking for him, and that I wish I would have told my mom and Uncle Ricky. Now, mind you, my mama and Uncle Ricky, his mother was their older sister. They got the same mama. So this ain't like on my daddy's side. This when I tell you my Uncle Ricky, Charles Tyrone McKinney, Rick would have fucked his ass up. My Uncle Ricky ain't played that motherfucking radio. My Uncle Ricky had 7 girls and 1 boy. So then I found out he had a daughter. But I in this letter, I told him, I said, I hope that your daughter never experience what you put me and my sister through, especially at the hands of her own father. Yeah. No. His daughter tall and slim. He dead and gone. So I mailed the letter to my Auntie Loretta house from New York, right? With his name on it. And my crazy ass auntie, she done and just so happened how the universe set it up. The nigga had just pulled up to the house and backed this fucking Cadillac in the driveway. Backed it in. So I'm talking to my auntie. She was like, cause she called me, she said, Miko, I got the letter for BJ. Oh, here he's pulling up in the driveway right now. And she handed him that motherfucking letter. And he read it. When I tell you, so this 2011, right? 9, 10. I moved in New York 2007, 8, and 9. So this got to be 2009 I wrote this letter. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. I think my cousin died in 2014, September the 12th or the 13th or the 14th. Anyway, 5 years later, that nigga died. When I tell you, he immediately after that letter started getting sick. When that nigga died, that nigga looked like death ran the fuck over. He looked like he, when God say, touch not my anointed, nor do my prophets no harm, that's what the fuck he mean. Leave people alone. The Bible say when you find a thief, he must repay. It don't matter if he was hungry. Once you get caught stealing, you got to pay 70, repay that shit 70 folds. And all of it. So, yeah. He died a miserable fucking death. I don't want to wish that on nobody. But stop fucking touching people. Keep your motherfucking goddamn hands and dicks and to yourself. That nigga was doing all kind of shit. And the family know he the fucking molester. I remember when I graduated in 2006 from St. Petersburg College Nursing School. And I skipped my graduation because my aunt had unpaid for everybody to go on this cruise. I said, fuck it, I'm going on a cruise. I done did my penning ceremony. So December, we went all on a family cruise. And so my cousin's son, he was the last one to be included because my auntie grandson, Pumpkin son, George, somehow his daddy didn't let him go. So my cousin Bo ended up taking his spot. So this motherfucker, we standing in the hallway and he talking about Bo can sleep in the room with him and his wife. I say like the fuck he is. Everybody looked at me like, well damn. No, he's not. Cause we don't want to have to fuck your ass up by touching somebody. Man, we would have rocked that mother. We would have lived that bitch, rocked the boat. Fucked his ass up on that motherfucking Carnival cruise going down to the Cozumel, fucking Mexico. Shit. See, y'all play them games. I had a conversation with my baby sister years ago. Her oldest is what? 12. And because of what happened to my little sister, it scared her when she found out she was having a little girl. Because who want their daughter to go through that? I was to the point where I always talk to my daughter, nobody touch your, not no pocketbook, nobody touch your vagina, don't let them touch your breast, your booty, none of that shit. I don't give a fuck who it is, your daddy, your cousin. You come tell mama because I'm going to fuck their ass up because I know what it did to me. It makes you promiscuous. It makes you fucking wacko jacko. Sorry, Mike. It just make you crazy. It make you do things that you wouldn't normally do. But anyway, y'all need to start confronting y'all molesters now before them bitches get up out of here. Get them back that motherfucking misery. I know this gonna help somebody. Well, yeah, I damn sure did. Now, you know my auntie, that's my best friend right now. I'm just literally around the corner from her house. The fuck is them buzzards? Them big ass birds. Gotta be a buzzard. I'm out here at the beach, Lansing Park, by the water. But yeah. Man, when my mom died, I felt so alone. My daddy, he should have stepped up and took care of us, but he didn't. And this was my mama baby daddy. This was my mama fucking husband. This was my mama husband. Divorced his ass. Shit. Let me tell you something. My mama already had shit going on from her childhood, losing her daddy at 16. Turn around. My granddad died in 69, 68 was it? Late 60s. Then my mama turned around and died 1970. Shortly after that, my mama 17. She messing with a fucking 20-some-year-old man. Y'all old ass man, leave them young girls alone. What the fuck a 20-year-old man in his 20s want a 16-year-old for? What can you do besides fuck her goddamn brains out? Fuck her so, fuck her raw. That's the type of man my dad was. He liked them little young girls. So he caught my mama at a vulnerable time when she had lost her mama. So it was hard. Told her all kind of lies. Then he started beating on her, cheating on her. That was a nasty nigga. But she felt, I don't know if she was in love with the motherfucking Peter Wacker or in love because my daddy was handsome and tall. I don't know what the fuck it was. But that nigga, I know 3 movies my mama would allow us to stay up and watch on a school night. The Burning Bed with Farrah Fawcett and that abusive relationship when she burnt her husband up in that goddamn bed. True story. The Atlanta child murder. True story. And Adam Walsh. True story. When we go in this motherfucking store, don't take your ass over there if I can't see you. Toy department. Like the man say, stop sign. What stop sign? Nigga, ain't nobody said nothing about no damn stop sign. So, you gotta let her keep her fucking crying. But anywho, shit. Oh, gosh. This would have died so I could dump my ashes. Parents, when you don't heal from your trauma or traumas, your children carry those traumas. You give birth to those traumas, then you get mad at your children because they doing what you did, probably worse than what you did. And they have to deal with those traumas. And if they don't heal those traumas, they give birth to those traumas. And then you get these generational motherfucking cycles of these traumas. And sometimes when you people, when they say disappear for 6 months, cut all friends and family off, disappear for 6 months, I'm all for that. But nigga, after you done disappear for 6 months, don't bring your ass back here worse than what you did, worse than what you was when you fucking left. You need to have 6 months. You should have done lost some 60 pounds. You need to be coming back in this shit looking brand motherfucking new. Don't come back looking like the same but worse. What the fuck you left for? Shit, you ain't bossed up. You ain't fixed your credit. Get your hell. You ain't went back to school and got no motherfucking degree. You ain't did shit. But sat there and felt sorry for yourself. Been there, done that. Honey, if you go to bed drinking, you trying to drink them fucking problems away, you gonna wake up, them problems gonna be still there. Now your motherfucking eyes dry. You're thirsty. You're beating yourself up because you know you want to stop drinking, but you can't stop drinking. You know you want to stop popping them pills, but you can't stop popping them pills because you like that fake motherfucking happiness it bring you. And then when that crash, you bam. Telling y'all, this shit is a vicious cycle. You the only one can stop it. You the only one can save yourself. Can't nobody do it for you but you. You are the hero you're looking for. You are the hero that you've been waiting on. Ain't nobody else gonna do it for you. They're not. Ask me how I know. My mama, and I know she loved me. My Uncle Ricky, I know he loved me. But they dead and gone. And I have dreams about them every now and then. But not one has come back and said, Miko, man, We having a party over here in heaven. Mm-mm. You have them dreams. Don't be trying to look deep into it. Just look at the surface. Look who's coming up in your dreams. Rain, and pay attention. We making life harder than what it should be. This bitch should be easy. Y'all see how y'all president called the motherfucking Somalians garbage? And I know it's not politically correct, but I don't care. Free white and 21. Mm-hmm. He living his life like a free white man. And you out here struggling because you black. Shit. Bitch, I'm free white and 21 my goddamn self. And that's why motherfuckers don't like it. We living under this one world. Living in this one world. And you mean to tell me shit different from me because I'm black? I don't think so. Mm-mm. Where they do that at? Mm-mm. We all get the same hours in a day. And I like how Papa Duck said, they convinced us that we got 24 hours in a day. We really don't. You got 12 hours. From 12 midnight to 12 in the afternoon. From 12 in the afternoon, sunset about 5:30, it start getting dark. So you don't have 24 hours. We talking about daylight. Because nighttime is for sleeping. But see, when the nighttime, that's when the freaks come out at night. Crime increases at night. That's why when you go to bed at night, I don't understand how people don't have no fucking porch lights on. The front porch light, the back porch light. You probably need one on the side of the motherfucking house. Because motherfuckers come through doors. Anyway. I'm definitely on my healing journey. I always said I wanted to retire at 50, financially free. I turned 50 August 23rd at 5:38 p.m. this year. I've been having issues with my employment, but I told the universe how I want to fucking be financially free. I specifically said I want to win the goddamn lottery and retire financially free. And that motherfucking Powerball, 1.2 billion. Hey, I just had to get here. Shit, let the motherfuckers take care of them ragged ass patients. Since you don't want me to do it, you think you could do a better job? Hey,
You've got mail.
That's my fast staff recruiter. But I'm gonna get off this live. Y'all be blessed. Y'all start facing y'all fucking fears. Them people that molested y'all go back and have a fucking conversation with them. Don't be talking about your ass motherfucking forgive them and your ass still got them crying over it because you 50 years old and you still, my cousin BJ molested me. No, write that motherfucker a little 12-page goddamn letter and don't enclose it with a goddamn kiss. Tell them about their fucking ass. You see how the shit they made you feel all them years, all your life, for 50 years. Now, I ain't talking about me, because as far as my stuff, that stuff with BJ, it's just the new shit, relationships, you know, I do another live about that. When a motherfucker show you he don't want you, what Judge told her, mama told her, never let a man tell you more than twice, or no, more than once, he don't want you. The first time that motherfucker don't come home, he don't want you. So the second time, he telling you, bitch, I said I don't want you. The first time he hit you in your motherfucking eye and give you a black eye, you still wear that motherfucker 28 years later, he ain't want you. So what, you got kids? So what, y'all got a house together? So what, y'all got all this shit together? Baby, he don't want you. You got to be okay with it. He don't want you, boo. He don't like you like that. She don't like you like that. So what the fuck? Why are you still there? You investing in the wrong shit. But anywho, oh, my alarm clock in my bag is beeping. I better stop it before the damn battery go dead. But anyway, it's time to heal, baby, and you can't heal if you don't want to face it. I'm telling you. Some of our daddies molested us. Thank God that didn't happen to me. Some of our mamas was our molesters. Some of our mamas sold us to men and women. And don't think because girls get molested a lot. Trust me, it's a lot of women molesters out here that done touched on little boys. My Uncle Ricky told us about how this woman, old ass fucking ass woman, putting her pussy all in his face. That's why my uncle said he never ate pussy. You can that lady did something to him as a little boy. Funky pussy ass bitch. Yeah. Yeah. We sending our kids to our family houses and they getting abused. If a motherfucker mistreated you, what makes you think they ain't gonna do that to your child? Oh, we can't be that motherfucking stupid. We got to start protecting our children. We got to. If not, that cycle gonna continue. Protect our black babies. We got to protect the black woman. We got to protect the black man. I'm talking about black on black love, baby. That's all I'm talking about. Black on black love. I ain't talking about that interracial shit, that intersectionality shit. I'm talking about black man, black woman, black child. That's what I'm on. All that other stuff, hey, that ain't me.